Hi there, I'm Ming Guo. I interviewed a quantity surveyor and they do not wish to reveal their identity or their company's name. My first question was, why is the quantity surveyor important in the construction industry? The quantity surveyor said that they look after the financial side of the projects and provide financial services for the budgeting of the projects. Question 2 was, what aspects of quantity surveyor is most important? He said, experience from all sorts of projects will enhance your knowledge and skills in the industry. Question 3 was, for a beginner such as me, which part of quantity surveyor should I specialize at to increase my knowledge and skills in the construction industry? He said that learning the basic quantity surveyor skills and having a good understanding of the New Zealand's construction industry will help. And question 4 is, as an experienced quantity surveyor, what is the most basic but crucial part of being a quantity surveyor? He said gaining more experiences from different projects, and every project has similar problems, and the second time that you face these problems, you have a better understanding and be more capable of handling them. And also, the challenges you face in these different projects.
My name is Rose O'Shaughnessy and I conducted my interview on Dave Kirsten, Project Manager of Hawkins Infrastructure. Dave is currently working in Papua New Guinea on a project there, but normally he's based on projects around the lower North Island of New Zealand. I asked Dave to take me through at least one of the key jobs that he carries out in real life, which relates to the core of his profession as a construction project manager. And Dave identified one of the core roles as being subcontractor management. And he said that the reason that this would be referred to as a core role is because without proper management, we wouldn't be able to ensure that we meet our project targets, such as completion of the project on time and under budget, submission of all quality control assurance documentation at the time of practical completion issue, and to have all snags closed out. He said that there is a risk involved with using subcontractors, even if appropriately managed, but we offset this by signing them up with us so that they are working on the same contract and specification. And that being said, as the main contractor, they still own the contract and are liable for any non-conformance. If subcontractor compliance with QA and program is not closely monitored, you can find yourself carrying out rework or having a subcontractor carrying out works which aren't in line with the critical path, which then has a direct impact on the critical path and the programmed completion date of the construction works. A subcontractor, he gives an example. A subcontractor that I am currently managing is taking a 2-week break. As you can see, this has a direct impact on our program and extends our finish date out. In order to finish on time, they now have an extremely tight program to meet with no float in it. I then asked Dave to take me through 5 key challenges that he faces in his role, and if he could identify the appropriate solutions to those challenges. Number 1, people. Different personalities can often cause issues and conflicts on a construction project, and that can be hard to work around in order to find an amicable middle ground. Program. There are so many things that can affect a program, like weather, subcontractor delays, availability of work area, and so on. Managing programs is a daily task. Our clients are key to any construction project. They can also provide some of the biggest challenges. With a single site visit, a client can change their mind about what work is being carried out and ask for something to be changed. This can have significant financial and program related impacts on a project dependent on the size of the change. The public. If works are being carried out in a residential area, the public can have a significant impact on how works are managed. For example, you must always maintain suitable pedestrian access around the site, causing you to minimise your site footprint. Your hours of work can be restricted due to residents and so on. And budget. It is quite common for a project manager to be presented with a project that they had no input on when it came to tendering. And this can cause a great deal of issue as the project progresses due to how a job was tendered versus how it is actually managed.
Hi, this is Frank here from Puzzle Construction Project Management. I'm here to do the interview from Aaron and Bonnie to finish their assignments regarding to some construction reports.
Okay, so here's the questions. What's your daily duty routine and what's on your checklist of the day?
My daily routine will be running between the sites because I've got a couple of sites, different sites all around Auckland. So I'll be running through the sites and I will do the quality assurance. I'll check the attendance of contractors and I'll do the safety measurements. These are the most important things.
Oh. And what's the challenges are you facing in your job and how do we solve them?
I think most challenge will be sorting out the progress and the quality. Quality will be easier to control because you can simply talk to the contractors to let them know what you want to achieve. But the progress is a bit harder because nowadays it's really busy in the building industry and you can't guarantee every single of them to come on site on time or to finish their job on time. So just one single mistake or anyone just late for half a day and it will really affect the progress and the upcoming progress.
Could you predict and give us some comments on the future of construction industry?
I think construction industry in Auckland will be still booming for another at least 10 years because due to the large amount of immigrations and the demands of living environment, I think there will be more houses to be built. So the construction industry will keep booming.
Okay. Could you describe some of your recent projects?
Mostly I do residential projects. The one you're looking at now is in Kohimaroma. We're actually at Kohimaroma now. And I've got some projects in North Shore, Forest Hill, Glenfield, and a couple of them going to happen in Karaka and some in Westmead as well. So basically all of them are residential projects, but I'm planning to do some light commercial project at the end of the year.
Okay. Have you ever get hurt doing your job and what do we do to ensure safety?
Yes, I did quite a lot. I think just sometimes you maybe cut yourself with the knife or just stretch your muscle, back muscle or necks. That's very common. And what I'm trying to do is I will set up 5 steps safety measurements on site. So because myself is the gold card holder of Site Safe Supervisor. So I'll make sure that all the subcontractors, they have their own safety measurements and they need to ensure their own safety on site.
What do you learn from doing your job?
I learned to be an organized person while doing my job and try to plan ahead because it's very important to plan ahead in construction work. You can't just think about what's happening in the next 4 hours. You need to think about what's going to happen in the next 4 weeks. For example, if you start hiring a set of scaffold, it's valid for 5 weeks. So you need to plan ahead what you're going to do for 5 weeks. Otherwise, after 5 weeks, if you're not finished using them, you're getting extra charge. So in 5 weeks, what you're going to do, you're going to finish all the framing, you're going to finish all the structure steel, you're going to finish all the roof truss, roofings, external cladding, external painting. That's everything you need to do. So that's very important. You plan ahead and to be an organized person.
Okay. Thanks for your answers and thanks for patience.
No problem. All the best to your assignments.
Thanks.
Hello Jay, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Jay Han from KM Building. I'm at a construction site at the moment, which is at 117 Coronation Road in Mangalbridge. My main role for this project is site managing and project coordination, and hopefully we can have a good discussion today.
What is the role in the pre- and post-contract phase of the project development process?
In terms of pre-contract phase, the main thing you need to look at is the tendering process. Normally the tendering process is based on the architectural drawings. Then you need to determine what's in the drawing. So you contact all the potential subcontractors and you gather their price, and you put it in your tender documentation. So once the tender is accepted from the principal, and then you need to discuss personal liability insurance, public liability insurance and personal indemnity insurance, and also in some cases the principal might ask for the performance bond. For our project, the principal asked for the performance bond, and we put a deposit of 5% of the whole budget. In some projects they don't ask for it, so it just depends. It just depends on the principal really. And also past contract phase, as a site manager, the main thing is the scheduling of the project, and some of the organizing for inspections and other subcontractors to be on site. And for myself, I do a project coordination as well. So I arrange all the contractual stuff and all the meetings. And for our project, because our project is a progress payment from the bank, so every month the bank QS comes to our site for a sort of a construction review. So I run all those meetings and other meetings with principals and all the contractors. That's about it for past contract phase.
Explain a key job you carry out in real life that relate to the core of your profession.
As I mentioned earlier, as a site manager, the key job is the scheduling and organizing. And I had an experience of sort of like an organizer for my soccer team. I was a vice captain, and I had to sort of arrange all the schedules, and I had to deal with like a lot of people, and all those people had different personality, and I had to deal with that, and it helped me a lot on my job, because we've got a lot of subcontractors and different people, and sometimes we have difficulties on site, and even arranging, and sometimes it's something to do with the money. Obviously I'm not dealing with the money, but I still have to arrange them to come on site, even though it's not really resolved. So it's all about like dealing with people, in relationship between us, and yeah, the experience I had from the vice captain position, it was was really good. And yeah, just managing people, it's all about it, really.
A key challenge you face in your profession, and what do you think the appropriate solution to this challenge is?
For my job, it's all about managing, not only actual site construction managing, also the managing the relationship with other people, especially our subcontractors. It's really important to have a relationship, because you never know what they're gonna do, and if they don't turn up on time, then the whole thing is gonna get delayed. So it's really important to have good relationship, and even when you're having some on-site problems in construction-wise, if you have a good relationship with subcontractors, it's a lot easier to get the solution, because you can team up and just work together and find a solution for it. And also, as a project coordinator, it's from main contractor and the principal, there's always going to be a fight, but you still have to keep a good relationship, because you don't know what's going to happen until the project is finished. And like even having a good relationship with the architect, it's always good when you're having problems on site, because they are the one providing all the details. So it's really good. It'll be really good if you have a good relationship with them. So it's all about having just managing relationships, and it's good for myself to know a lot of people, and the solution, as the actual solution for the key challenge, is to sort of like just meet a lot of people and try to find out the different aspects from the people, and just try to deal with it in different ways.
How does this challenge impact your productivity and performance output?
As a site manager, the productivity and performance, it's all about managing the construction schedule. And the construction schedule, it really depends on the subcontractors, their performance and their productivity. And if you have a good relationship with the subcontractors, it helps a lot, because the good relationship, if you have a good relationship, they really try to finish on time, and they arrange their schedule as what we want and what we ask for. So it's really important to have a good relationship to meet the deadline. And also for project coordination, it's always important to maintain a good relationship with everyone, even with principal. Even though in general you can't really have a good relationship with them, but like as a person to person, you have to separate it out and try to build up a good relationship. So just to even within inspectors, some inspectors are very picky, but if you treat them nicely and be good to them, and sometimes they get away with the small problems, and like because if you fail an inspection, it's you're in a very difficult situation for the next times, because they'll be more picky and try not to. Sometimes they try not to pass us, and so like some good relationship that you can get away with the small things. So it's always good to have good relationship with all the people that are involved in the project.